Hey, welcome to Matt
and Derek's
Quiz Lab.
No rehearsal. Welcome back to Derek's Quiz Lab. And today we're doing something a little bit different.
How about they tell me when we're on camera?
That would be the cues. You got all the cues.
I'm supposed to listen. I'm supposed to pay attention, aren't I?
That's true.
That
just goes to show how much my voice is just completely white noise.
You guys, do you hear something?
It's soothing. It sounds like a sound
It's like the velvety voice of joy.
The silky smooth sounds of Peter.
But anyways, I see in front of me Town Hall.
Yes.
Town Hall, Derek. What does that mean?
Town Hall. So we're going to do things a little bit differently today. We'll play quizzes as we as we normally do, but we wanted to mix it up a little bit and kind of maybe like peel back the curtain, kind of talk a little bit behind the scenes, answer some questions that people got, but also just kind of have like a little bit of a product discussion or two about some things that are in the works and part of it is, please explain kudos. Part of it is I have something I'm trying to figure out, and I need your help.
Oh.
And as we normally do at Sporkle, one of us will be like, crap, I'm stumped. And you gotta like talk through it with other people. And so I figured maybe we just put that on camera and see how that works. And it might not work at all. It might be terrible.
Well, I'm glad I showed up today.
Yeah, I am too. Otherwise I'd be like, Peter, what do I do? But to get the trivia juices flowing, gross. We'll go ahead and
we should play a quiz.
Play a quiz
because I'm used to it, you know.
That's right, exactly.
And I gave you the mouse today.
Oh, that's right. I'm driving.
Which is
scary.
Which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And because these quizzes are town hall adjacent, is the idea.
We'll try to make sure we really keep up on the chat as well, because questions will come in and. I don't know how far. It's always that delay that we're some seconds behind. But anyways,
okay.
All right. Play something. Zoom in with world leaders.
Zoom in with world leaders.
I don't know what that means.
Click on that, and we'll close this up here.
Can you name it? 15 world leaders who are on this Zoom call.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
That's incredible.
Hey, look who's talking.
Putin on the Ritz. If you're blue, and
then the Boris Johnson.
You got Boris guy. Oh man. You got Macron.
It's not current leaders, I guess.
The French guy, the sexy French guy. What's his name? You remember? So you got not Jacques Clouseau. That's the Pink Panther.
Is he French or is he Canadian?
You've got.
Wait, Macron is French. Oh yeah, the Trudeau. Thank you. That helped.
Trudeau.
Yes,
and you've got the previous German Merkel.
Angela Merkel. Xi Jinping.
There you go.
And then you got this nut job down here. The crazy guy.
Gosh. Korea.
Yeah, Mr. Crazy Man.
Come on, brain. Oh my gosh.
What's the crazy man's name?
Worst. Oh, is that
Kim?
Kim, thank you. Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, is that Bolsonaro?
Oh, also crazy guy.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of people lost their jobs in this.
Yeah, I was going to say, in fact, is anybody here currently the leader of their country?
Macron and Trudeau and Jinping.
Kim's still doing
Putin is as long as he's alive.
Yeah, Kim's still rocking the flat top. That's good. I think we might be, we could look at Modi.
Modi.
You got a
okay, you got a Modi there.
We got a Modi.
Ardern. Who's that from? Where's
Ardern? Yeah, it would be nice if we told you.
Can you hover?
Is there a hover?
Sometimes, no?
Okay,
I
think New Zealand. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
From down under. Okay, I'm gonna.
Is New Zealand down under? Is that considered? I thought that
does Australia have the patent on down
under? I thought so. I don't know. I don't feel like anybody in Australia would be.
Oh, it's down under, isn't it?
No. I mean, at what point is just below the equator under, or south of the equator?
I need a short on New Zealand because I don't really know much about it.
A short on New Zealand would be excellent.
Yeah.
Why are they called Kiwis? So, all
right,
I'm good. I'm calling it.
Go ahead.
I'm calling it. It's good. We were never gonna get
Lopez, Sanchez, and mozzarella. It's like mozzarella, but not.
It's like. I'm actually pretty happy with how we did here. We did.
Mozzarella. Look at that.
Mozzarella.
I don't even know where it's from, but it's.
Flash forward 30 years.
It's a mozzarella.
Your
You
hair
like that
will never
one?
look like that. You'll always have glorious hair, Matthew.
Okay, we
I'm
did
in
it.
random. I'm going
Oh,
random.
you're going
I'm
random.
doing random. It's
Yeah.
happening. Okay, anything but Georgetown. Can you name the world capitals apart from Georgetown that?
But it's named 97 world capitals.
Okay, so we're not going to do all these because
No,
we're
but
going to spend 13
we'll
minutes. But we're
see. Gosh, it's been a while.
We're gonna do a
Okay,
couple of these.
begins with G. Oh no, that's a country.
Yeah, world capitals. If you
Well, no. Gaborone. There you go.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
you go.
Guatemala City.
There you go. Nicely done. And then
Countries where 18+% of the population are Hindus.
Garris, France. There's Gundan.
What? You're just making stuff up now.
I am.
Oh, national flags with triangles. Well, that's a good one. It's basically name capitals because there's
is name
97
capitals.
answers. So
So yeah, you could just start typing
you could
capitals.
just, I don't know, maybe.
Yep.
Let's
Paris,
just see.
Berlin,
Let's see what works.
Ottawa. Are in countries where 18% of the population are Hindus. Okay. Oh, because it's all just capitals.
Riyadh. Okay. Hindus. So that would be.
Starting letters other than A that appear elsewhere in the name. So Paris? Did you try
I got Paris
Did you
already.
try Madrid?
Oh.
Oh, you got Madrid?
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Are
That's
one
all
of the
good.
25 closest capitals to Praia, Cabo Verde. Oh, okay. Maybe it's
Paramaribo.
Rebo. Hey, you got a double.
Triple. Look at that.
Starting letters other than A that appear elsewhere in the name. Have a starting letters other than A that appear elsewhere in the, I guess George. I don't get it. No, I'm still.
Starting letters other than A that appear elsewhere in the name.
Well, I got the other G, but
Which is wildly impressive.
so the G is also in the name.
All right, so we're here in Washington.
Oh, George, the G is also here. And so it's like basically
Okay.
the starting letter is also
It
in their
repeats.
name, and it repeats, right?
Okay.
So like,
So Ottawa.
What's that?
Ottawa.
No, because there's no other O in
Oh,
its
that's
name.
right. Because I don't know how to spell Ottawa.
Yes, that's right.
That's right.
Phnom Penh.
Phnom
There you go.
Penh,
I'm
yeah,
going to take one.
Oh, Peter's doing things.
So he thinks things are broken. Oh,
working
that's
over there.
nice.
Purposely breaking it
He's
down.
doing stuff.
Okay.
All right. All right. How about?
Yeah, let's.
I'm gonna. It's a good quiz. Maybe not good
My
for the
brain's
stream.
not working
But
on
it's
capitals
good. But
right
we'll
now.
go back. We'll go back over here. Gosh. Okay. What do you got? What are you thinking?
That Hallmark. Oh, the boys are back in town. There you go.
Do we know this song?
I don't know, but
I don't know
is
the name
that
of
what
that
it?
song.
Well, unless it's about us.
Okay. I guess we could. Or the boys. Can you choose a correct word for every? No, we don't know the
Boys are
song.
back in town.
Is this even Thin Lizzy's? Is that who
I
sings
don't
it?
know.
I thought that was Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Oh yeah. Who's
Wow.
it? I don't.
Who's? Oh, guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away.
Is that really who
Haven't
sings
changed.
this?
I didn't
Yeah.
know. Haven't changed much. Hadn't much to say. But
Man,
I still
think that
them
they-
cats are great.
Cats are great. Yeah. Okay.
They were asking if you were around.
Around.
Because
Yeah.
it rhymes with found, right?
Yep.
Right.
How you was, where you could be found.
Yeah.
Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town. Oh boy. Shout?
Said?
Oh gosh. I actually don't.
Is it shouting or saying?
Said.
Said?
Yeah.
Yes. You know that.
Girl
Yeah.
that used to dance a lot?
No,
Oh,
gosh. Every night, right? 'Cause
Maybe.
you shake
I
what
don't
they got
know.
during the day.
Every night. All right.
During the day you're working, but at night you shake what you got. Man, I'll tell you, she was.
Fine. Come on. She's got to be fine.
She's cool. She's red. She's a wordplay. Okay. I meant she was not lit.
She was lit? Not lit? Okay. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she
Slapped. If you're gonna call someone a
Johnny's face.
chick, you're gonna say she's gonna
Okay.
slap because they're not.
Okay.
They're not enlightened, right?
They're not enlightened. Man, we just. I think it's went.
I think it's went.
Oh, yep.
We both were wrong. If that chick don't want to Gosh, I
Play?
didn't realize the
I
song
know, it
was
was so difficult. Play. Yeah.
Play? No. Okay. Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town?
Will spread the word around?
Okay.
Gosh.
Oh, the wheels are coming off. Friday night, they'll be dressed to kill down at
Dino's. Come on.
Dino's
Yeah.
Bar Grill. Okay.
The drink will flow and blood will spill, and if the boys
will spill? Oh my
want
gosh.
to...
Fight. Because the blood's going to spill.
okay, sure.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you can actually kind of logic out this song.
I think corner.
It's in the corner. Right, okay.
The nights get warmer, won't be long till summer comes.
Gosh, I mean, heaven, like, they're gonna die? I don't think they're all gonna die. I think they're hoping for summer.
Yeah.
Because the nights are getting warmer. If the nights are getting warmer, this would be hell. So, okay.
Yep.
Them hanging out at Dino's, good old Dino's. The boys are back in town.
Again. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Woof. Well, we got the average. We'll take that.
It's kind of an awful song, isn't
You know how much I don't listen to the words,
Yeah.
and so I don't really pay attention to the words about
Why?
them fighting and getting in.
Thin Lizzy? What did Bachman Turner Overdrive do? I guess they did Taking Care of Business.
They did some music.
Just the worst song.
Yeah.
Because it's just taking care of business. Like,
Every
there's
day.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's a simple premise. They're just taking care of business.
That's true. And I guess if you're taking care of business, you don't have to do anything else. You just say it over again. What are you
You're
doing?
taking care
I'm
of
taking care of business. Okay, let's do another couple of quizzes.
Are we doing quizzes? Okay. I don't know. I mean,
You're
this is
welcome.
you're driving
we
this
could
this
intercut it with a
road.
question or
We
two.
could intercut it with a question or two.
Oh, we could put a question. They were. I wasn't told there was questions. All right.
It's my understanding there'd be no math.
Well, someone did ask, and we're just going to go straight to the bottom of this. What are kudos?
You're just jumping right into it. Okay. Should we discuss kudos? It's in development.
It's in development. I don't
Are
know.
we getting there?
Oh, hey, look, Derek sent you kudos.
I did send us kudos.
Cool.
Isn't that neat?
That's pretty neat.
And look,
look, we have a kudos.
You got a kudos. It's
Wow,
our first
thanks,
one. No
thanks,
one sent us
Derek.
kudos. There you go.
Who's this Derek guy? Why does he keep doing
He
stuff?
sounds pretty cool. I sent other kudos this
Oh,
morning.
wow.
Yeah. So there you go.
Cool. So you can send somebody kudos.
So you can send someone kudos.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So why would you do that? Do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because it makes them happy?
This is what makes them happy.
Oh, all right,
That's
sweet.
why. It's just a little like Frizzle 99. Were they happy they got kudos?
I don't know.
In theory,
Can other people send kudos?
soon you'll be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
So right now, kudos is a yeah. Look, happy with
Happy,
an
all
exclamation
right.
point. Okay, so kudos is tied to. Okay, so here's the big kind of reveal.
Uh-oh.
The big reveal.
Oh, the big reveal.
Is we're introducing a virtual currency on Sporkle. It's our own kind of coin kind of thing that we're calling florins. We're doing this, Jason. Yeah. And what can you do with florins? Well, you can send kudos, but you can get a streak saver. So you can do that. We're going to be able to. I'll address that in a minute. You're going to be able to buy special flair. There's going to be kind of other things, and the app is driving some of this because we want to kind of build things into the app that you can buy, that you can earn, that you can reward users and whatnot. So there's a whole kind of thing that's coming. We're in the early stages of it, and kudos is part of that. So
Will I be able to buy my own country on Sporkle with the florins?
I think it's going to cost you.
Okay.
But
If I have enough, I could also buy my own country.
Yes.
Because that's really what I want. I want to be able to buy my own country.
just any country, or
I mean, it's a made-up country is fine,
Okay, like a made-up
because then it'd be my own made-up,
I like that.
Sporkleania.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Sporkleania.
Okay, so Frizzle said, I wonder if it had something to do with your first published. I saw that you got your first published, and I played your quiz this morning, and I really liked it. And I was like, you know what? This is a good opportunity to just send kudos.
Yeah,
Because-
you should talk. What's a florin, Derek?
Okay, Florence. So it's the sworn enemy of Gilder. But beyond that is a currency that was introduced hundreds of years ago. It held its value really well. I don't think it's currently a currency. But as we were researching different names and kind of currencies that we could do, we came across florins. Matt and I are huge Princess Bride fans, and so we kind of took the history of the florin and that kind of pop culture reference, and we're like, you know what, this actually fits pretty well for what we're trying to do here.
And I think it's from Florence. I believe florin was started from
Yes.
Florence way back when.
Henderson from Brady Bunch.
Yes. Florence Nightingale, all of these places. But
Is it on the blockchain?
It is not yet on the blockchain, but it is not yet an NFT. But
it's on the quiz train. Choo choo.
That was fantastic. That was really good. That was good. I like it. So that's what Florence is. It's coming. It's still in development. We're working out some of the kinks in the UI. Rolled it out to admins and staff. We'll kind of crack the door open for a few more people as we go, and that's what Florence is. So there you go.
And kudos.
And kudos. Yes, that's what kudos.
Kudos can be purchased with Florence.
Correct.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm trying to keep track of it all.
Okay. There's a lot going on. It's there's a whole lot of things. Should we play another quiz, or should we get more back
Let's
to
play
the
another
discussion?
quiz, and then we'll have Peter can line up a question for us.
Okay, I like it. I don't know how to get back to the things.
Just keep hitting back.
Back.
There you go. There's here, and then you
Okay,
can go
then I
down,
go
and then you
back
can
to
do
the
a
thing.
random,
Hey,
or you
look,
can
know
find a
how to use
quiz,
the
or
site. Okay. Should we do hidden country?
I don't know. It's kind of curious about hidden
I'm never
country.
good at hidden countries. Can you name the capitals of the listed country to reveal a hidden country in the outline?
All right, sure.
And name
Sorry,
the country.
second.
Yeah. All right. Dublin.
Let's see.
Nairobi.
Nairobi. I'll get there.
Okay.
Sorry. That's Port.
Port-au-Prince.
Prince. Let's see.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
You got your
Helsinki.
You got your Beijings.
Beijing.
You got your.
Tarawa.
Oh, well done.
No, wait. Sorry, not Tarawa. That's it's Suva. It's Fiji.
Oh, Suva. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
What are we even doing? We just got to name the country. Can you name the capitals listed to reveal a hidden country outline? So what country is this?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to.
Country is that Mongolia?
Kingston. Is it China?
Could be China. You try
So
Mongolia? Just
Georgetown. Let's see. Vientiane. Gosh,
well, how about-
Vientiane. There it is.
All right, how
It's somewhere in
about-
there.
You could do Havana. You could do Bern.
Havana.
Bern.
Let's see, and then Peru. I always have this hard time in my
Isn't that
Peru.
Lima?
Yes,
Yeah.
I get.
So what country do we got here? Or do you know Malawi?
I do. It's in there.
It's in the brain. You got it.
But doesn't mean it's going to come up with it. But I do know it. But what is this?
Did you try Mongolia? Did you humor me?
I didn't.
Mongolia,
No,
okay.
because I don't feel like it's Mongolia.
Okay.
It's I don't know, Kyrgyzstan.
Oh, okay.
No.
Good shot. And here's the thing about, like, you don't know if this is like, is it big or do they just kind of, is this New Zealand?
It's
like, for
familiar.
all we know?
No, it's not shaped. It's
Down under.
It's very familiar. Oh,
All right.
is it Ukraine?
It's Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was a long one. I was kind of right.
Yeah,
I started down there and I missed a letter. I missed the letter, so I was on the path to correct
It's
for that
big.
one.
It is big. These are fun. That's a good quiz. That's super enjoyable.
Yeah.
All right, Peter, why don't you hit us with another question?
All right, here's one. I would love to sort the columns on playlists. Is this in the works?
Yeah.
All right, let's do another quiz.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, that's, it's as much, sometimes we've talked about it here, haven't we? Like,
Yeah.
we there's been, you, I don't know, maybe that's a different, am I jumping ahead to a question? But there's like, how do you guys come up with features and how do you decide what to do? And
Yeah.
I mean, half the time it's us playing on the site and sometimes it's even here. And many things actually have come from this discussion that we have with you and playing quizzes, and we do a thing and we're like, gosh, I really want to do a thing, and then we don't do a thing. But it sometimes, just because we want to do a thing, it takes a while,
to do the thing.
to do the thing, to define, well, what should happen? What should happen in this case? What should happen in that case? Like, it's not, some things seem simple at first, and then when you get into it, it actually takes a while to kind of decide, well, how should it work? Which one should be covered? What happens when you organize it? What happens next? And so somebody's got to kind of figure that all out, define all that, and then someone's got to implement it, and then someone's got to test it and make sure they didn't break something else in the process. So it's just, even though we can have an idea and it's like, that's easy, we should do that thing, sometimes it takes a while to actually get it from that we should do a thing to it
Doing
being
the
done.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, and as the site's grown, it's gotten more and more complicated. So, like, you have to kind of I won't resize because I don't want to screw up what Peter's done here, but like, you have to keep wide mode in mind now and skinny mode, because of the redesign. Mobile web is super important to us. Light mode versus dark mode, although that wouldn't necessarily come into play here. I mean, there's just a lot more factors than there used to be. You kind of have to.
It's both the blessing and the curse of being in charge of what happens on the site, is that you can do whatever you can have done, whatever you want to have done, but that if something goes wrong, it's on you.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that it's good.
Yeah, there absolutely is a lot of that. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, we should do this thing. And then you put all this work and all the stuff into it and you get out there and people hate it. And you're like, well, cool. I'm glad we did this thing. And
does anybody hate anything we've ever done? I should. Hey, well, next quiz.
Yeah, hey, okay. We'll go.
Towns with silly names. I mean, that's kind of curious, isn't it?
We've been kind of geography happy though.
Games, Hall of Fame games by rules.
Okay, let's do that.
I don't even know why that's. Oh, Hall of Fame games by rules.
Okay.
It's kind of fun.
Okay, so can you pick the game in the Games Magazine Games Hall? That's a lot of the word game. Based on a quote from its rules from Kayak.
Yeah. Oh, I think we can definitely get
We've
this.
got this. Okay. Where your opponent has 2 stones and only 2 which are adjacent, the stones are vulnerable to capture.
Is that Othello? That's my guess for.
Should we just go right in and guess?
I don't know what else it could be, but
Oh,
no, it wasn't. That's fine. Okay.
After your 3rd roll, you must fill in a box in your scorecard with a
That's Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. The target number for an attack roll is called an armor class.
That's Dungeons and Dragons.
Probably Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Somebody here knows that.
Somebody.
The category rolled indicates which threeser will be read to you by one of the other players.
Threeser.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what Tribond is, but it has a 3 in it, so
Okay.
we could do it or we could skip.
Where do you keep your frozen corn? In the threeser.
Oh
A
gosh.
player wishing to win with the culture victory should concentrate on adding culture icons to their city and devoting their cities to the arts.
I know this one.
Okay, good, because I don't.
It's Civilization.
It's Civilization.
I
thought it was the Cones of Dunshire.
Civilization is a board game?
Yeah, I've never played the board game, but that is certainly a rule in the video game. So
Oh, okay. Always keep 7 letters in your rack as long as there are enough tiles off the bag. That would be
Stratego.
Stratego, yeah.
If you answer incorrectly, play passes to the player on your left.
I kind of wonder if that's.
Answer incorrectly.
I wonder if that's taboo.
So are we just gonna? No. Okay. One limb from one player can only occupy one circle at a time. This is gonna be Twister.
That's Twister, yeah.
Yeah. Players can comment on cards and try to convince the judge to pick a particular card. Is that apples to apples?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Once bidding ends, the declarer makes the opening lead by playing any card, and the defender then plays a card. I mean, the whole declare, I mean, it makes me think of bridge, but I don't actually know what this is.
is it Acquire?
Acquire?
I don't know that for sure.
I
That's a
don't know
guess.
what that
That's a
is.
guess.
I don't even know.
Peter's dead wrong.
I should have gone with my bridge.
To win, a player must connect his borders, or her, with an uninterrupted chain of linked pegs.
I don't know what Pente is either, or
Pente.
Twixt, but let's skip it.
Okay, we're gonna skip. Only armies can move inland fleets. Waterfront. Is that risk? Armies.
Hold on, no, that's
Axis
diplomacy.
odds.
That's diplomacy. Yeah.
Or is it Axis and Out? Oh,
Diplomacy is
okay.
a great game. It's
land
the
on
game that
space.
takes you like weeks to play, but it's a great game.
But if you land on a space that's already occupied by an opponent's pawn, bump that pawn back to its own color. So that is sorry, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
If any 6 of his hotels are temporarily or permanently unplayable, he must show them.
There's hotels in Monopoly.
I know, but that's not.
I don't feel it. I'm not
Any
feeling it.
6 of his hotels are temporarily or permanently unplayable.
Okay, I'm skipping.
Yeah.
Okay. Clue givers can lose points in 2 ways, but that's taboo.
That's taboo.
Gosh dang.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. If you get flushed, you must play. Oh, Mealborn. Oh, that's a great game. I love Mealborn. I played that so much as a kid. A bomber that performed a strategic bombing raid cannot participate in other combat this turn and must return to a friendly territory during the non-combat move phase. Axis and Allies?
that is Axis and Allies. That's another game that takes years to play.
Years to play, yeah.
That's a commitment. Okay.
But it's so good.
Every card that isn't land can be cast as a spell. I mean, Magic the Gathering, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You must move your rubber immediately to number token or any terrain hex. So that's Catan.
Okay. After all 4 territories are claimed, each player in turn places 1 additional army onto a territory that they already occupy.
That's Risk.
Yes. Which also takes a while to play.
Jail, buy until time, that's Monopoly.
Yep. Okay.
32 discs and chooses 1 card to use throughout the game. So is that Othello?
It could be Othello. I'm going to show it. Yes.
Okay.
Each player is allowed to cause the stack to tumble twice.
Blockhead, maybe?
I like it.
Okay.
Rooms and opposite corners of the mansion are connected by secret passages.
That's Clue.
No. Scouts, that's Stratego.
Yes.
Okay.
The winner player must connect his borders to an chain of linked pegs. Okay, so now we're getting... So, go to Trivial Pursuit. Let's keep going. Shouldn't we, like...
Okay, hotels.
No.
I think the one that you guys, that was like, if you get it incorrectly, it passes the person to your left. I think that was Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we feel like, what do we feel like?
Yeah.
Twixt.
And then
Hotels.
6 hotels. I mean, Acquire? Because, you know, so Bridget is the Declare. Yep, I was correct about that one.
Pente. Oh.
And I don't really know
yeah,
Pente.
I've played it. It's fun. It's like Connect 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oof.
All right.
Oof. Okay, can I talk through my problem? I want to solve.
Oh, yeah, sure. You got a problem.
Well,
I've got solutions.
99 problems. Specifically. Okay, so when you come to a quiz, right, there's different ways that you can kind of say, like, hey, is this a good quiz or not, right? And not even a good quiz, maybe just, is this a quiz I want to play, right?
Yeah.
So you might go and be like, oh, hey, it's got like 4,100 plays. That's a decent amount of quiz plays, right?
Sure.
Logically, you'd also be like, okay, this is a highly rated quiz. Mm-hmm. Okay. But you know what feature just kind of, and I'm sorry, everybody, what kind of feature bugs me?
What's that?
It's favorites. Favorites bugs me. And the reason favorites bugged me is because, we didn't put caps on favorites, and so it's just gotten kind of messy. But people often use favorites as a way to kind of like kudos, like give kudos to a quiz creator and be like, hey, I'm gonna favorite your quiz so that user gets a notification and the status tracked, and it's kind of like, hey, I liked your quiz, right?
Okay.
But we don't really expose the count of favorites anymore, and favorites are just, it's one of the oldest features on site, and for reasons I won't go into in this stream, it's kind of problematic. So
I believe I said we shouldn't have favorites way back when.
Well,
somebody in this room really
I
thought we should
tooth
have
and nail
favorites.
for favorites, and I'm still glad I did, but now I don't like it. So, okay, but I kind of want to have like, and so I'm kind of rambling here, but we also had this like a nominate feature that kind of died with the redesign, right? Mm-hmm. But I like the notion behind it. I like the notion of whether it's like kudos for a quiz, but some way that kind of users can be like, you know what? This quiz is extra cool. I want to give this quiz a little extra cool something.
Turn it into I hate your quiz. That's amazing.
Yes. Or go completely the other way. So like I was thinking about like something that would maybe exist by ratings or something, some other kind of mechanism, and you could get a notification, you could track the stats, we could kind of build something into QuizLab, and it's some other kind of way that like users use, like I could go to Trip, or I could go on this quiz and be like, gosh, that is, sure, I'm gonna give this quiz a high rating, and yes, we played it. I might even make a comment like, golly gee, I like this quiz, Trip. But something else,
But what's different about it than favorites in terms of the way, like it seems to me the same, because right now that's what favorites provides is if you want to, you can go and you can do that, which gives a a notification to the user, and they go, oh, that's pretty cool. This person liked my quiz. So what is it that's different?
part of it is like intent.
About this?
Like favorites is meant to be like, oh, I'm gonna favorite that quiz, and it's kind of like it's something for me, that's like, this is my favorite quiz, right? Like I'm gonna keep it in my list of favorite things I like.
I think what you originally intended behind favorites was what now is bookmark, right? Bookmarks are like, I'm gonna save this quiz for later so that I can play it a lot, so I can go to it later. And favorites, so I mean, really, we have favorites and bookmarks, and they serve the same purposes, there's basically two exact features. We have two things you can do that do the exact same thing, which is sort of silly to have two things that are basically the same thing.
Yes.
So one way you could is that you could, currently I believe somewhere you can see the quizzes that you favorited and you can see the quizzes you've bookmarked. What if you couldn't see the quizzes you favorited? And the reason I say that is because then it's the different feature. It's the warm fuzzy. It's a kind of a once and done, like you send it, like I did a thing and I send it off, right? And right now you have two features that do basically the exact same thing, but they have different words associated with, which is just sort of, I'm going to use the word pointless because I feel that that's an accurate statement of.
But if I bookmark this quiz, Kikak doesn't get a notification that I bookmarked this quiz.
Well, right, and that's what I'm saying, why currently the way it exists now, favorites and bookmark are kind of the same thing, except they're not, right? And so if you want this new feature, this new like kudos or something, you're essentially giving the quiz maker a happy, Derek wants to provide you love, right? Wants to send love to your quiz. You can use favorites to do that now. But then you have this thing where like, oh, these are the quizzes. And so what if when you heart a quiz or favorite it or whatever this thing you want to do, it's gone. You click it once and now when you go to this quiz, it doesn't show up anymore for you because you did it already, right? Like it's not a thing, it's a one-off. You like do it and you said this quiz is great because you don't need to tell them again that this quiz is great. You came to the quiz, you said, I love this quiz, this is so cool, and then KK gets to, Derek thinks my quiz is awesome. And then you're done.
That's it.
That's it.
But
right?
Isn't the community gonna revolt if we just kind of like revamp and essentially do away with favorites as you know it and make it something else?
Well, does favorites like put it automatically into like a favorites playlist or something?
That'd be a good idea.
No, it doesn't. No, but I think that's what bookmarks is for, right?
Yeah.
Bookmarks and playlists now have favorites was like one of the first things you ever did.
Yeah.
We ever did, and like besides rating, and then we've added on things like bookmarks and playlists, and favorites to me feels like
It's a bygone era.
as it currently is implemented, it's sort of superfluous. The things you can do are all dealt with. So, but what you want is a way that and if you're taking away favorites, we need to. Well, we could do that in the back. Like we could fix that if we change the way favorites work. So it's a kind of a one-off, like warm fuzzy, love to the creator idea. Then we can take all those favorites that people have already saved, if they want to use them as save, and we can save it off as a bookmark folder or as a playlist of their favorite. Like we could run that, and so then you'd have those, and they'd sit somewhere, and you could decide what to do with them.
Yeah,
so you wouldn't have to lose them, even if we changed the way this heart feature worked, right?
Kind of to Peter's idea, you could take everyone's existing favorites and like put them in a series of playlists.
You could put them in playlists.
Now,
you could put them in another.
Because like you could have thousands and thousands of favorites, which then do you just have this giant series of playlists that are like all of your old favorites and yeah.
Some people in the chat are asking if you take away favorites, we would need notice to resave those quizzes elsewhere.
Yep, and I like my organization. If you move it for me, it'll be irritating. So, which is why
But this is the problem. There's look at, you've got likes here that has quizzes. You've got bookmarks that also has quizzes, and you badge there. There's playlists, and then you've got playlists that you've bookmarked, but then you've got playlists that you've following, and so ideally, these are just more organized and these are the things I want to save and keep track of. And again, this part of it is just we came with a feature and then we had a new feature and some of these other features have been better organized the other feature, but we fear, just like this, this is the kind of things we talk about, why we sometimes don't try to reshape things or take things away, because we know that some people really like the way a certain thing is working. And so then if we change it, they're like, but you took away the thing I really liked, even though on the big picture, we have kind of too many things to do the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting, and this is exactly what we run into, it's how people have used features regardless of how we intended them to be used when we first put them out. Which means I'm reticent to even kind of touch favorites because of that reason and their long history and all that, and are we gonna just kind of piss a bunch of people off by even tinkering with it? But then I want the feature I want that kind of started this conversation, but I also don't want to necessarily introduce some other thing that's like, you can favorite, you can like, you can follow, you can bookmark, and now you can purple clover, orange hearts, yellow moons, like Lucky Charms, folks.
Well, what is that? You mentioned, you said, this isn't quite the feature that I wanted. What is the feature that you wanted? What would be that like ideal Derek thing?
I think it's kind of like kudos. So what we're trying to do with kudos is like, hey buddy, you did a good job. I like you. This is cool. I noticed the thing you did, and it's just like a way to kind of just give someone a little chuck on the shoulder. And I want something similar to apply for quizzes. Like, hey, this quiz is great. I want to kind of give it a little chuck on the shoulder.
Which I think is what favorites is at the moment, really. I mean, the feature that we have already is that. The sort of, upside downside, I guess, is that it is a thing that you can see on your own. You can see the quizzes you favorited. I think it's somewhere, it tells you, do you as a user know if your quiz has a number of favorites? Is that number exposed somewhere to you?
Isn't that what the likes is? And that we call it likes and not favorites?
I
think so.
So, but this is somewhat of the discussion. It's hard. I mean, really, that's what this is coming down to. Is that we've built so many features over the years, and some people really like certain of them or not. And so, you want what you want. We kind of have what it is, but maybe it doesn't have all the aspects. But to a new thing would then, okay, what's this thing, and then that thing, and then there's two hearts, right? So but some of this, honestly, which is good for those who are here and discussing, it's good to see how people use the features differently, because some of that helps us to figure out, okay, what is the right way to go? What is the right approach to solve these problems, right?
Derek's idea sounds like the previous nominate button, but the nominate button was also one of the earliest features on the site, and we took it away because we didn't really use it, and we didn't do a good job of exposing it to people. But I know that there's people that miss the nominate button, and so maybe there's some kind of revisiting the nomination idea and doing it right, doing it better.
But so that's really, that's kind of what the whole favorite, I like this quiz and I want the user to know, which is what you sort of want that to be. And then the bookmark is I want to revisit this quiz, which is why I still I think there's something about it goes away. It's a ephemeral. You give a thing, you give a shout out, a heart to the person, and that somebody liked your quiz, but then it's sort of gone for you. You don't see it. It's not because you did it. You said, "I love this quiz."
Tracking it in the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
you could keep track of how many times somebody's done that for you on your quiz. You could have it work like favorites, but then I feel like if you make it go away from the UI, then it's almost more clear that that's what it is. And a bookmark's like a bookmark. You bookmarked it, and you know that you bookmarked it, right? You come in here, I bookmark it, and I know it's been bookmarked. But a favorite's kind of whether you have it in a drop down or somewhere else. It's a one-time. It's just a one-time
So if there was something somewhere, whether it's in this meatball or it's some here, and it's like a thumbs up. We'll just say let's say kudos. We've been using kudos. Yeah. It's a kudos.
A quiz kudos, right?
Kudos. And you click it, and then some kind of animation comes up. It's but then it's just gone from here, and if you come back to this, you're oh, I can't give this quiz kudos because I already did.
Yeah, and now that's the whole do you want to give it? If you want to give it extra value, you could make it cost you could make it cost something. Then you would have to. Then you would be limited by how many. I don't love every quiz, but again, the point. What you want to do is you want to say, I love this quiz more than just any other, and I'm going to play it or share it. I actually want the quiz creator to know how much I thought this quiz was cool.
The idea about tying it to Florence is because then you kind of give of yourself to give to someone else. Not to be too hokey, right? But you can't just do it willy-nilly and kind of just go and spam all these quizzes. Like there's a built-in kind of limit to it that kind of is a gate on purpose, so that it adds value to the act. Does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Love this. Super helpful. Where should we play another quiz?
If bookmarks had folders, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I think we should make bookmarks, because we've added bookmarks to a lot of things, and it's mostly there. If we just make that a more organizable thing,
into it.
then yeah, you could have like your favorite bookmarks. You could have just like kind of more of a browser bookmarky thing, and I don't use them very much, but I think that would
folders would be great. That's
so yeah. So if we had bookmark folders, and you could do a better organization within bookmarks, then you wouldn't really need these other ways of doing it. And then, so
I on bookmarks.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the way that and then again, you could take the favorites. If we revamped this Kudo favorite thing, then you take the old ones, you stick them in a bookmark folder. There's your old favorites, use there, and then or better organize them. So I think there's something here.
Okay.
Well, how would bookmarked how would bookmarked folders be any different than creating playlists?
Because it's just for you. Like you could do that, right? But I think playlists, sure, I bet people do create playlists maybe just for themselves, but in general, the way that certainly I use them as a user is that playlists are a great way of organizing content that is similar. And I play one quiz, and then it's so easy to find all the other quizzes like it. Like, I mean, I use playlists as a player constantly, because I'll find a quiz and I'm like, this is awesome. Oh, cool, there's 20 more like it. I'm so excited, right? And in the world where we didn't have playlists, it would be so hard to find those. It'd be like, oh, there's like one quiz that's similar. But now, so I'm sure that I'm sure people do use playlists to do this, but I'm not sure it's the right tool for the job, right? Like bookmarks probably a better tool for the job if it's exposed properly, if we do this folder thing. So yeah.
Gosh. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I love this. Like, this is super helpful because it gives us kind of this window of like, hey, we have this random idea, and then we can kind of workshop it a little bit and kind of even get other insights so that we don't just blindly, throw ourselves into like, hey, we're gonna kill favorites, and then suddenly like everyone's like, it's Cheetos all over again. And so, this has been a really good discussion. I love this.
All right, I want to play to the quiz,
okay,
so that we don't talk all the time.
All the time. Okay.
Hey, look at that! You all said it in a meeting.
Yeah.
We did this.
Which was kind of the intent of this whole thing to begin with. Maybe a new. So I'll get to it. Maybe a new part of the show. Like one of the things Peter and I were talking about is even like an offshoot of this show. That like once a month we do a different thing. Maybe on Wednesdays or Mondays, and it's like Town Hall Sporkle or Product Chat or something like that. Or maybe just once a month. This is what this show is. And
we'll just call it Town Hall.
Town Hall. So, there'd be coffee and donuts. That's awesome.
There better be.
What do you got?
Count up more. I mean, what is that?
I don't know.
Let's see what that is.
I'm intrigued. Can you fill up the grid with numbers 1 through 9, starting with 1 who served the earliest, ending with a 9 with who served the latest, in the order when they served?
Okay, I'm not feeling super confident. My presidential orders, I for some reason I know some of them, but I kind of have this is not something I've,
Sorry, if people like this whole product discussion thing, we could absolutely have a room at SporkleCon where we do this.
Oh.
That's a good idea. Okay.
What's SporkleCon, Derek?
SporkleCon, like and subscribe, go in Washington. Okay.
And there will be coffee and donuts there.
There absolutely will be.
Yeah.
It'll cost a fortune, but they'll be there. Okay, 90 seconds. We don't have a lot of time.
We'll make this. We'll figure it out.
So 1 is the earliest, 9 is the latest.
Yep.
Okay.
I see. We're just putting the numbers in. So like,
I don't know people's.
So let's see. This
faces.
There's no Biden, so that means this is 9.
9, right?
And then right before him was probably that one. So
8.
There's an 8. Okay,
I don't know people's
I'm
faces.
terrible at the color.
Is the
So is
problem.
this George down here?
Is George
this one?
Washington? That's not George Washington.
Who the hell is it then?
It's not George Washington.
He's old.
Okay, so we got Kennedy. He's 32.
And this is Truman? No.
That's true. Or is that Eisenhower?
Either way.
That's 32. Okay.
And so that's
okay.
That, right?
This is. Oh man.
Which one's Cleveland and isn't Taft one of these?
Is this Cleveland? I don't know
Or
faces.
I know, I'm so bad at presidential, like, the old ones, I don't know.
Well, we know that's 16.
Well, okay, so I think these two, okay, here, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, because it's only if you get it right, it'll tell us there, and then I'm gonna go, let's see, 7, 6, so this is 5 and 4? No, okay, 5 and 4.
We gotta click Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln, oh.
Right.
Then 3. Hey!
Nice! Awesome. Well done. I would like to know who each of the dudes is.
Yeah.
Like, that would be kind of cool.
I would,
somehow.
except for the fact that I got them all right.
Except you got them all right. Wow, that was great. That was really satisfying.
That's really cool. I like that.
Oh yeah, are we?
Just as the brief SporkleCon, I think we do not know where SporkleCon 2024 will be, but we are actively looking.
People are on the ground as we speak.
I think we will say though, I mean it's not for sure, but I think that it probably won't be in Washington. I think that's much, but where exactly we are currently
but I think we're going to try and move more this way.
I think
right, like
probably, yes.
So I think it's not Washington. Absolutely, Jason's saying absolutely not.
Yep.
It's not going to be Vegas, which makes me very sad.
Yeah, we try. Maybe again. There might be a Vegas in the future.
You and I should go back to Vegas.
Oh yeah. And then we could have an impromptu SporkleCon. We could just tell people we're going to be in Vegas.
Peter, you'd go to Vegas, wouldn't you?
I'll go to Vegas.
All right. Well, maybe
I've never been.
You've never been to Vegas?
Never been.
Oh my God, it's happening. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Sporkle Minicon.
Is there something else you wanted to do too, or not?
we kind of been doing it.
We've been doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we could
do another question. Go ahead.
Okay. Someone has asked. I kind of wish I would have gotten who said these, but someone had asked, "What is the biggest accomplishment that Sporkle is proud of in 2022?"
Ooh, okay. I have an answer to that, but I want to hear your answer.
No, you go, because I got to think about 2022. I got to put all the years together.
I mean, 2022, like the redesign. Like we did the redesign. Like it was super hard, and it was painful, and it was a ton of work, and not everybody loved it at first, and then we got people over the hump, and then we kind of also made concessions and we compromised. But the thing is, y'all, like we not only redesigned the site, we added dark mode, we redesigned our scoring tool for pub trivia, we redesigned the events page, we're redoing the app, which will absolutely be the answer to this question a year from now. So all things redesigned, it was just a massive, massive thing, and I'm super proud of the team for getting it done. That's probably what tops my list.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, close second would be that we did a SporkleCon, that we had a SporkleCon. I know that, you know, we had not as, like, we had a lot of people show up, which is great, but it's just, we were kind of talking about doing something like that for maybe 10 years. Like 10 years, like we should have a time where we get together and it actually like happened. And it
was great.
You know, honestly, you know, I can't go 100%, but at 99 on Mark to get that happening, right? Like 99%, just Mark just muscling that in, and it was great. And I'm looking forward to the next one. And I really think that it's just cool. It's just cool that we were able to pull that off, and great who was able to show up, and hopefully more people will be able to show up next year and the subsequent years, because it's really cool, right? We have the Sporkle community is awesome, and it's really great, and it's a chance to kind of celebrate with and about those people. And so I was super thrilled that we actually got it off in 2022. So,
and what's great about both those things is they really touched basically like every part of the business. Like the event side of the business, the digital side of the business, the video side of the business in terms of like filming and training and videos, all those kind of things. Like both of those things were just massive and all inclusive, and it's pretty cool that we kind of like mobilize the entire effing company and do these things.
It did feel like a tour de force.
A tour de force.
Wow, these are big words.
That's French.
That's French.
That's French for we did it.
We did it. Hey.
Okay, what do you think? One more quiz and one more quick question.
Okay. So, quiz about something.
You know you're born in? You want to do Born in Detroit? I really liked the Count of Presidents. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we got them right. That's what even made it more fun.
Okay, how about British Invasion? The British.
So, music quiz,
Okay,
I assume,
quiz.
right? Yeah,
Probably.
go ahead.
Or sports. Do you know your Bill Russell Hall of Fame teammates?
No.
Okay, so what?
What do you want to do? Detroit. Okay, we can try.
Okay,
Let's
Born
try
in Detroit.
All right.
Oh, it's pretty nice.
When given the name of an actor, athlete, musician, or famous person, can you identify whether or not they're born in Detroit?
Oh, man.
Ooh, no, but we need our Detroit people.
Okay, Sally Ride. I like this quiz though. This is good.
Not.
Sally Ride.
I feel like she's not.
Okay, excellent.
Coolest astronaut. name
Probably Detroit because he's Michigan.
God,
That's a trick question.
son of a. You ready for some cooking? Is that The
No
Rock's-
idea,
what's
but The Rock.
ever. Isn't The Rock like famously Hawaiian?
Yay!
Yes.
Look at you go. Well done.
famously Hawaii.
I
Yeah, we're
mean-
like, wait a minute, hold on.
I mean, I hope
Oh,
so.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, again,
Della Reese.
yeah, I kind of want to go yes.
I like it. Meryl Streep.
I feel like no.
I feel like no. I feel like that'd be bigger news.
Whoa, she's
Born in
Detroit. Yeah, there you
Detroit.
go.
Richard Dawson.
You know, I
actor,
feel like he could have
comedian.
been.
Would you call Richard Dawson a comedian?
I like the other person who was born in Detroit is RoboCop. Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Fantastic.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oprah Winfrey. No.
No.
No. Okay.
Just in the future, to just briefly, should put him on 2 lines. Just because stay in the future actor. Like you should
I got
just put
you.
the second. It's just
Stagger
they should
them.
just
That's
make a
good.
new
I like
line for that.
And they're
so
here.
leave it.
They can come and take
Yeah.
that to heart. That's good.
So,
I'm gonna go no. No chance.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So no.
No.
Famously born in Hawaii.
Who's that?
Musician.
Oh, well then they're born in Detroit.
Yes.
Hey, all right. Ooh, that
wanna
could
say
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Motown. Yeah. Smoking the
No,
Bandit.
it just doesn't feel. He doesn't
doesn't-
feel Detroity.
Doesn't feel Detroit.
But she does feel Detroity.
She does feel Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay. Howie Mandel.
He's Canadian, isn't he?
He is Canadian. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
Let's go. No. No.
It's
No.
panic.
Yes.
Panicky.
So I don't know. Maybe we talked a lot,
We did
but
talk a
that we
lot.
did run out of time. So that yeah.
Who did we not get to?
No, we got to all of them. That was the
Anita
end.
Baker, and we didn't get to Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Tom Selleck on Friends, like his run on Friends, is so good.
I know. I'm just clicking the next one, but
Small Halls. Can you name the Small Halls?
I mean, the pictures have some problems, but I'm also curious. They're so small.
What?
Is Monty in there?
Oh no, Monty Hall.
Is that that's the dog things?
What Crown Hall? What are we? What's
Crown
happening?
Hall?
Hallmark.
Hallmark? Oh,
Okay.
Hallmark. Oh, God.
And then Halloween.
Halloween? Good.
This is Halloween. This is Shallow
It's
Hal.
the pup control or whatever, dog patrol.
This is Shallow Hal.
Oh my gosh, it's so small. It really
This
is.
is Shallow Hal.
It's only one L.
So this is Harry Potter. Well, but no.
The hallowed
Shawl.
something hallowed the Hallows. Oh gosh,
the
what is
Deathly
it?
Hallows.
Deathly Hallows.
Deathly
Deathly
Hallows.
Hallows.
Okay. And then
Oh gosh.
don't know.
This is like intentionally. Oh wait, is this like the I mean, Hollow? Oh, you clicked out of it. Okay. Hall of Mirrors or yeah, who's that big dude?
It's
And who's that above him?
it's Royal Albert Hall.
Royal Albert Hall.
We're getting an Eddie
Okay.
Hall.
Who's Eddie Hall?
Eddie
Hall.
That's
that
Eddie
guy.
Hall.
All right.
Oh, it's Marshall from Paw Patrol.
Oh, Marshall. Okay.
Okay.
Paw Patrol. That's what it is.
Paw Patrol. Okay, and then we're getting. Did you get Disney Concert Hall? Oh, there's a shallot.
Oh, interesting.
That's
With the
interesting, okay.
Hall. Yeah. Okay.
And then is this the Opera Hall, the Royal Opera, the Sydney Opera Hall?
No, it's Opera House, isn't it?
Supper. It's a squishy pictures hurting my brain.
Yeah,
Royal Albert Hall.
I got that.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm giving up.
Yeah.
Okay, calling it.
Walt Disney Concert Hall.
Oh, so what's that?
Philadelphia City Hall and Scott Hall.
And Carnegie Hall.
Who's Scott Hall besides got a really wide face?
That's what he really looks like.
Yeah.
It's not distorted. That's what it is.
It's
Okay, why don't we finish on a question?
All right,
We've gone kind of long.
finish on a
Thanks for hanging
question.
in there with us.
oh, Scott Hall was in WWE. Okay,
Okay.
also there. All right.
All right. Well, then I think it's only fair that we go through the most important question that I have on this list, which is if we were to make a lip sync dance video with the Sporkle employees at the Seattle office, what song would we choose?
That's a really good question.
It is a really good question. A lip sync dance
That would be
video.
really fun.
Like
I mean, I kind of want to just take suggestions for what it should be, because I
That's
mean, we
true.
could come up with one certainly, but like,
yeah, I
like
mean,
Let It Go from Frozen, maybe. You know?
I was thinking more like Grease, like you're the one that I want.
Oh,
You want
that's
the
true.
Honey.
I mean, something with Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
but
Boy, what would you do modern? I mean, because like it's a TikTok world now. So like, what would be on TikTok?
TikTok
Probably
world,
something
yeah.
from Doja Cat or Dua Lipa or SZA.
SZA. Oh yeah.
SZA.
It's not Skiza.
That is a whole different. Oh, animated X countries of the world.
Oh.
That's pretty good. I also do like You've Lost That Love and Feeling. Like as a whole company. You never close your eyes.
But I kind of now want to do this. I kind of feel like this is something that should
That
happen.
should happen. Okay.
Oh, we didn't start the fire. That'd be
Oh
kinda
my
fun.
gosh.
That would be fun.
How much?
I
How
think-
much of that song do you know?
I think this is now my 2023 goal is to
Taylor
get
Swift.
ourselves a lip syncing
Okay.
song.
And for me, I think it is We Didn't Start the Fire. I think that's the.
That'd be good.
Harry
Yeah.
Truman,
That is a
Doris
pretty
Day,
good
Red
one.
China, Johnny
Because then you
Red,
could get
Summer
everybody to
City,
do, yeah.
Joe
Even get,
DiMaggio.
and we can fill it over time so that anybody who happens to come, like anybody who stops by and visits the office, we can have them do one of the
draw them
two,
in,
so
yeah.
then they could just kind of get a full, yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Battle of the Brains. Oh, this is
Oh, Battle of the
this
Brains
is this is
Entertainment.
actually something for
Toby's
Spoken Cut.
happening.
Oh my gosh! All right. Good ideas happen here.
Yeah, good ideas happen here. That should be the tagline.
That's how we do it.
Matt and Derek's Quiz Lab. Good ideas happen here.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun. It's
Yeah.
been fun. We had a chat, and I think I think there's something coming out of this. But as I said at the beginning, it won't be tomorrow because it takes a while to make all the things happen.
And look,
So
they made the change.
hey, updated. Look
Yeah,
at
the
that.
quiz. That's great.
But as always,
Thanks for watching
see you next week.
on Matt and Derek's
Quiz Lab.